Yeah, if you're looking for the perfect answer to the Marvel Snap meta right now, it might be Morph. And it might not, but Morph is actually a pretty cool inclusion right now in Mr. Negative decks, which I think are a great answer to the Marvel Snap meta at the moment. We've got a lot of stuff out there like Hella, which is just this deck that goes for big dumb numbers, and if your deck doesn't have big dumb numbers to eclipse those big dumb numbers, then you're just not gonna win. And Mr. Negative decks, when they hit well, can go absolutely crazy, going over the top of Hella decks with ease, going over the top even of, like, you know, Agamotto and Images of Icon and all these just power-based decks. And there isn't really all that much disruption in the meta right now either. There are like the occasional Shang-Chi's, but this deck can also drop priority to avoid Shang-Chi pretty easily as well. And then that Morph has that bonus upside of hitting like the crazy big Infinauts in the opponent's Hella deck. We're hitting an Agamotto and all these Agamotto decks. So not only is it sometimes a 0 cost card in a Mr. Negative deck, which can be great to weave in, but can also be, you know, something you play on 3 if you miss and just hit that absolute home run that gives you that little bit of an edge or advantage, or maybe even scares the opponent away. So should you actually run Morph in this deck? I mean, listen, Cassandra Nova and Ironheart are going to be safer bets. Like, those are reliable, proven. We know the data's there. Like, sure, run those if you want to be safe. If you want to have a little bit of fun, still have a really interesting card that can do some silly stuff, introduce a little bit of chaos into your life, Morph is definitely an option. I think either way, you're going to find a lot of success right now with a Mr. Negative deck. As long as you snap well, this is always a deck that does require you to preemptively snap. You know, if you hit your turn 2 play into a negative on 3, absolutely a snap condition. You know, sometimes even a late Mr. Negative, as long as you have Jane, absolutely a snap condition, because when that hits, the power numbers here are silly. The combos are crazy. Giant Taskmasters after Giant Sages, giant Gores into Giant Mystiques, you know, multiple Iron Man plays. This deck can just do silly stuff, as always, as you're about to see. Okay, no negative. We can maybe take an early Morph and see what happens. I mean, Magic on 3 also always feels pretty good, so. Ooh, we probably need to turn that off, right? Ooh, Ravona, though, is very, very good news. Do we see the negative? Do we see the Mr. Negative? We probably snap if we do, although no Jane in hand, and actually quite a few of our negative flip cards already. No Mr. Negative. Zabu Armor makes me think 10 power cards. Like, there is actually a chance we win this here, man. They may not even go for it, and I don't care. Like, okay, Ravona's gone, whatever. We can play Magic. I'm gonna go for this, dude. A free Destroyer is really nice. Free Destroyer, come on, baby. Wins hurts us a little, but if we just get a big card, you know, Agamotto himself would be great. This is gonna be the, yeah, this is gonna add Agamotto to hand. We might just get 13 power here. Let's freaking go. Easy game. Easy game. Chill 26, right? Oh no, not Ravona. So we'll turn off kill to give us a chance to win this too. We want to contest everywhere, of course, if we can. Luke Cage for the opponent. All right. I'm not exactly sure what their deck is. Agamotto, Luke Cage, Zabu, Armor. It's just like kind of a mix of stuff here. Kind of like good cards stuff. Dude, I don't think this negative's too late, right? Anyone rip the Sage? No. We can still play Jane on 6, man. Like, that's still really good. As long as they don't turn off Limbo early, we're pretty happy. So this comes down. We want, like, this is a 6 cost play. I mean, honestly, the Sage might be kind of free right now, because I think if we play Jane next turn, we're not playing anything else except maybe a negative card, then we need to play these 2 together on 7, and you don't have the energy for Sage. So yeah, I think Sage is probably just a freebie right now. She's not the biggest mid, but she's also not the smallest either. Like, there's a decent Sage here that makes Gore bigger later. You know? I think it's still enough that we can kind of get there on those. So Jane probably goes left, set up a strong Iron Man there. We feel really good about right. Left, we have to think about Images of Icon. So, you know, like a 39 power position is pretty likely, I would say, left. Need to make sure we can beat that, but we know that Iron Man certainly can. They have not given up right, which is crazy to me. What did we say we had to beat here? I already forgot. It was some amount of power. I mean, I don't see it being a problem, though. It's just not a problem at all. This is already 28, and then this is going to be another billion. We're actually the weakest mid here, but that's the strongest way to get it is with a big gore, and it's still insane, right? It's like still insane numbers. So I mean, they might have like a Shang-Chi right or something. They're obviously cooking something right, because why else would you? But you won't need the scar there if you have Shang-Chi, so I don't actually know what the plan is. Only 11 on the gore is unfortunately kind of small. Oh, the Taskmaster buffs him immediately. Yeah, there is a Shang-Chi right, but there's just no chance of winning left in that case. Zero chance. Yeah, Cosmo would. If they had priority, Cosmo would have been insane. In that way, the Sage actually did help us a fair bit too, like priority to get around Cosmo and stuff. Sometimes you prefer late priority. We actually would have won anyway, though. It didn't actually matter, because remember, this actually comes out as a 6 power card, so we still, I mean, even Iron Man and Jane were enough for the record. It was 28 to 19, but this would have also been another 12, so we actually would have had 40 points anyway, right? I mean, okay, potentially a great hand. Hela deck, one of the great things about this deck is when it works, it can just beat Hela straight up, you know, like it just has the numbers to go over the top of Hela, which is really cool. It would be funny to give them a negative in Oscorp Tower. Can we hit the cool 1 out of 7? Morph also very good against Hela is another reason I'm running Morph, by the way. Adam Warlock mid for them, sadly. We can I wanted to magic to try to, like, you know, deny that draw, but I'm just gonna magic here, I guess, right? I don't think Hela ever turns off Limbo is the funny thing, so maybe we do just stack this. Try to deny this out of more. I mean, they could easily have a Swordmaster or something too. It doesn't really do anything. I mean, I guess we just go here. They just always play Swordmaster or Sif or whatever, so let's just play it left, spread these out. You don't want to put your two power cards together because it's worse for Sage, in my experience. Scar gone. Okay, now is the time. We kind of need the negative now to win this. That's not a negative. It is an Iron Man, which is cool. We'll go ahead and play that. Jane plus Iron Man can kind of carry a spot itself, you know. Would still play a negative with Jane in hand is the crazy thing, right? Like turn 5 negative is not too late. It's still okay. Yeah, let's do it, man. All day. Psylocke is a good little thing here because you don't need a ton to support this Iron Man. Like Jane plus Psylocke's already a 22 power location. One more good card makes that really intriguing. And again, spreads the 2 power cards out. So I could go Jane plus 2 drop next turn, which might be a Wong. Actually, it would be pretty cool to draw the Wong for 2 next turn. That would be kind of perfect timing, actually. Also at 4 power, he would get away from the 2s a little bit here, which is Hellcow Blade, sure. Death gone. I mean, we're actually just not worried at all, frankly. Like outside of some weird Eliath tech or something, we're just fine this game. We don't draw the Wong. Morph has some discard things going on. Do we want to be mindful of that? Do we trust Sage here, man? It's really, really good, right? Like there's no way. 11. Sage is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she's 10. That's 21, 42 points. Like that's not impossible for a Hela deck to beat, but it feels pretty dang safe. I mean, I guess we could maybe move out the Psylocke, but I feel pretty great about it. 28 and 12 is 40. It's like literally impossible for this to lose, I think. Oh, they made it even bigger too, potentially. Oh, dude, we maybe dodged a bullet with the arrow. Sadly, the arrow doesn't add any points, but that's okay. Arrow made it even easier to win, right? So kind of the same difference, I guess. Yeah, so you're only able to add 20 max there. Even an Iron Man only adds 18, right? So we know that's fine. Oh, I didn't actually account for the fact that I don't have a Sage Wong anymore, though. Dude, why is the opponent so happy here? It's making me a little nervous. We want this, actually, of course. Well, that's a weird, like the Taskmaster is going to end up being a little smaller here, I guess, for the record, but that's fine. I mean, there's still just, I don't even think Eliath wins this now, does it? Oh, interestingly, Eliath. I honestly, I don't think it matters. Whatever, this is fine. Like, this is enough, right? There's no Eliath anyway. It's hella. This is just supreme overconfidence on their part, I think. They can't win both of these. They might get one. You're not getting both. It's just not possible to get both. I mean, to be fair, they got kind of close. Like, you know, 40 to 54 is not bad. Don't get me wrong. Don't be a destroyer. What's this? Yeah. There's the discard respect. Yeah, I mean, hella overconfidence or kindness won. I don't know. I mean, it was a dream hella game for them. Like, clearly, they basically got everything they wanted. They have one card left in hand that's a Lady Sif. You know what I mean? Like, they basically played their entire deck. You just can't beat these numbers, you know? I don't know if the early Sage was right or not, right? I still, did I have, I guess this cost 5 and this cost 2. So I couldn't have played both of these if I hadn't played the Sage, right? Like from a cost consideration, this was a 7 cost turn. But all right, Mr. Negative's in hand. That's great. No discount though. We see Ravonna or Psylocke here, probably snap worthy already. I love that their shield is losing power. That's great. Looking like a zoo deck. Okay, Magic is the next best thing to see in the world of Mr. Negative. Like Jotunheim we can dump late. So we'll just go Magic mid. Oh, actually mid's hard for them to play into maybe. They might be more of a zoo deck, it looks like. Although Ravonna does add a little layer, maybe more of a ongoing deck, right? Oh, Luke's there to save the Jotunheim. I mean, we usually beat an ongoing deck on straight up numbers, but we're rapidly running out of good plays for Negative. So, yeah, let's spread these out a little bit. Next turn looks like just loading up a Wong, probably. I think we're going to put that mid. This is a pretty good spot for a Sage hit. We can go Wong, Mystique, Sage, Taskmaster that way. So Mystique comes down next turn mid. Then we got 4 stats mid already, and we expect probably to find even more. Okay, they also have Mystique. Scary, dude. What's gonna go here? Mr. Fantastic. Probably Mr. Fantastic if I had to guess. Plus, God knows what else. Might make it hard to win the flanks a little bit, but we're still, of course, gonna try our best. So Sage, Taskmaster, toss a Gore somewhere and hope for the best, right? Sage should hold down mid. It's just about beating that Mr. Fantastic, maybe, right? Ooh, that's tough to beat too. Do they have a Super Scroll as well by any chance? Because that could absolutely change our mind. I mean, I guess if they're playing Super Scroll at this stage, it's really just Gore that's any good, because these aren't going to help them. They wouldn't have enough like ongoing support to really. Ooh, now we have to make a tough decision about Super Scroll. I think it's more likely like Mr. Fantastic and or maybe Spectrum, right? Regardless, how big do you have priority? We're expecting maybe one more card to come down here. Let's just assume we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's plus 10 on the Sage 4 times. That's 40. Frankly, Taskmaster holds this down anyway. And then we can just go like maybe Gore Iron Man here. I mean, this feels like overkill a little bit, but yeah, I think this is okay. Hopefully this morph doesn't totally screw us, right? Mr. Fantastic, yeah, okay. That's good news because that means like no Super Scroll, none of that scary stuff. Yeah, this actually helps too from a stat standpoint because now Mystique and Mystique are different. We're even bigger on the Sage. Yeah, unless this morph just completely destroys us somehow, we're totally fine. Spectrum's great! It's a bonus, yeah. I guess we could have played it last, actually. Not that we needed to. Yeah, this is 100% what this deck does, right? Like, this is gross. Even with the late negative, really, we didn't even hit the turn 3 negative. We didn't hit Jane. Mr. Negative, you know? Chill, 61, 53, and 38. Opponent had a great game, too, for the record, man. Like, those are big numbers, man. Oh, okay. Ravonna's good. Can we get negative in the next 2 draws? Or next draw? Yeah, next 2 draws. Yeah, that's really the key here. That is a snap condition. 100% if you do it. Although we are quickly running out of cards to actually fit from Mr. Negative. It's Mystique and Gore right now. Might still be okay. Mystique plus Wong could be pretty sweet. Oh my god. there's stuff there that can be very powerful. Well, I mean, Morph can be technically, right? Gore can be. Iron Man needs help, but you can sometimes do like 3 Iron Men. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna turn off Dream Dimension instead. I think there's a chance we can contest this. Oh, this is sick. A buff deck, dude. I want to play this. Chavez, Fastos. Who knows what else? This doesn't give them more time to get more Fastos cards. They might kind of run out of space for that, to be honest. Yeah, not a good Sage spot mid with 3 2-power cards already. That's not generally what you want to see. Galacta, right. Okay, so that makes them crazy strong elsewhere, but makes them notably pretty weak right. Wonder if there's any way for me to win here with only 2 spots available for them. Like Iron Man Mystique doesn't really do it. I mean, we can kind of trust that Gore wins right, so maybe we just play a Gore here for now. Sage Iron Man left is kind of cool. Double Iron Man left is also pretty cool if we get a Mystique. I might consider retreating here if I was playing on ladder. They're getting kind of plus 12, or not off camera, I should say. Oh my god, dude. Okay, well that's gonna be a pickle, isn't it? Oh my god, dude. Well, I mean, we know Iron Man Mystique can't win mid because there's just not enough basis of power there. This is going to be insane to see. I guess I'm gonna take a Morph Flyer because I have no other plans here. Like, what in God's name is about to happen? If only we had Shang-Chi, right? I just don't see a way out of this. This looks crazy, dude. What is this card? How big is it? It does double first, thankfully, so that's kind of helpful, I guess, but still terrifying. Oh my god, dude. This is the sickest deck, man. I got Zabu, bro? No, not like this. Well, obviously we're not beating that, and we don't trust this, obviously. So yeah, dude, that was pretty sick. They definitely had the payoff, dude. Their deck cared a lot about buff Sweden, so really sick Lasher, dude. They are very happy. I have to retreat, by the way, because I'm actually about to hit him, but I'm respecting my rank here. Ooh, that's a good hand. Oh my god, literally, actually, maybe the perfect hand. I guess you like Ravonna better than Psylocke, and you maybe like Magic better than Wong, but anyway, I'm not mad about it. Even Oscorp Tower is kind of fun, although they may just Icon of Agamotto it, so images of Icon. All right, Morph is a pretty good draw too, pre-negative. Yeah, no, this is all good stuff, man. This is all good stuff. Let's debate about this, Mr. Negative. I guess since we think we're beating any kind of images of Icon problem anyway, they got a Morph there. Okay, that's fine. We don't mind that. I think we negative left, right? I think it's fine. Let's not. Oh, this hand actually, dude, literally almost. We couldn't have actually drawn a much better hand than this, to be frank. This is probably the best possible hand imaginable. This play to me indicates they're not really thinking about images of Icon much, or they wouldn't have put a body into Oscorp Tower, but they clearly have it. So I mean, I don't know. Magic first because we want to play Jane. We're gonna turn off any Kunlun buffs. I don't know. I don't want variables here. Like +6 for them here might have sucked. So let's stop that. I probably should have snapped, by the way. I totally forgot to snap. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just totally forgot. Oh, Wong is a good hit for them, I would say. Although Quicksilver probably doesn't feel like a good one. Good follow up, you know. So 3-2s here, not the best spot for a Wong, which might make it a solid spot for an Iron Man. So let's go Jane here to set up the Iron Man basis. This draws 3, then we naturally draw the remaining always. It's too late to snap now, by the way, because I'll scare them off, obviously. Like, if you're gonna snap, you kind of have to do a pre-negative, which we should have 100%. Just literally zone down. Yeah, there's the images of Icon setup, which again, I think we'll absolutely just beat. We know Sage is going there. Sage will farm. We'll farm that probably. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies for Sage. She's already a 3, so that's +8. 4 times is 32. I guess if they do have priority though, it's gonna be fewer bodies. Maybe actually we have to do a different spot. spot for this. This feels bad because there's not a lot of different values here, but we might need like Gore Iron Man here or something, or like Gore Taskmaster here to beat the icons. I'm gonna be real with you, it actually doesn't matter. We're gonna have the numbers outside of, you know, turning off Limbo right now or Disruption, which are definitely both possible. Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's a little annoying. Kunlun helped, but they did shut down my Wong Mystique. What's crazy is I think we're still gonna just have the numbers. I really don't think it matters. I mean, it's kind of scary. This magic's a little spooky, to be honest. Like, it's a little spooky, but I think we're still going to be totally fine. Anything with Morph here that makes us nervous? It's usually an on-reveal card, which makes this Gore bigger, is my thought. But we're still fine. It's just gonna be fine. We could probably Sage early to make Gore a little bit bigger to be safer. Not really worried about winning a hit, am I? I don't think so. Gore bigger, Taskmaster bigger. I mean, Disruption beats us, right? Always Disruption beats us, but anything else does not beat us. Victoria, I mean, a Morph could screw us, I guess, technically. Hawkeye's fine. It's actually a unique stat line for Sage, which is cool. That's good news. And an on-reveal for Gore, like we said, is good news. That's nice. They didn't even play the images either, so they're just not even as scary as we thought. Like, we thought they were gonna be a lot scarier than this, to be honest. There's the images. I see, still a good little images. Did win them right, that's cool. Nice, dude. Made Gore a little smaller, I suppose. Yep, even with the weird Wong, Mystique, Disruption, all of that, it's just, you know, it's just this deck doing its thing. Decent little Morph, I suppose. All right, dude. Actually, an insane Mr. Negative. Yeah, let's go ahead and snap this. We just have to snap. Negative decks, to play responsibly, you just have to snap, guys. Your win percentage is not going to be that high. Even for videos here, I'm still not infinite yet. I mean, I'm not slow, right? I think it takes between 4 and 7 days for me to hit infinite. But you know, you got to snap these. Collector, okay, I like that. We're gonna go for Abby for sure. That's great. I guess it does draw. No, we're actually not gonna go for Abby. I take that back. It draws prior to Negative going off because as soon as you put the card there, and we have Jane anyway, so there's just no earthly reason for me to do that. I'd rather not draw because I might accidentally draw an unflipped card. And then we don't want that. Dakin is kind of scary. It can't get big. I'm not anticipating Arnim Zola though, because they didn't put it next to, they put it next to a card there, right? So, but you know, still like Friggas and lots of ways to make these very big. I mean, we're in a position right now where that's gonna be fine if this goes to plan. You know, if things don't go somehow super haywire, we will have plenty of ways to beat those numbers. Maybe be a little careful with Morph, maybe. They could run an Arnim Zola, could maybe backfire if we're not careful. 3 cards here. And then we will naturally draw the remaining card as soon as we play a card. So this is the full deck drawn. That's good news. Building up some stats here for potential Iron Man. This is like a good Sage spot over here with Mr. Negative. He usually gives you kind of a unique value. Oh, 1 shard already gone off the Corvus Glaive. That is shocking to see. It only has 2 cards in hand now. I'm curious what's happening here. Very, very good cards to see. Let's go ahead and put in the Gore, and then we can just pop off next turn with Wong, Mystique, Sage, Taskmaster, Iron Man mid. Like, it's just, I mean, this is just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life, right? Morbius has no way to stop us. Are we gonna have priority? That's okay. I don't prevent any kind. Oh yeah, okay. Staring down this, you cannot blame anybody for retreating. And of course that is why you snap early. I mean, look at this beautiful freaking hand, dude. Even Morph looks beautiful in this hand. Okay, I mean, we're very, very, very good at Nexus, to be clear. Like, the best. Wong Sage is honestly pretty legit for Nexus too. Maybe a little more easily disrupted, but pretty great. Still leaving an Iron Man there. So I think it's okay to put Wong left. That's what I'm talking about, thinking about. Mr. Negative would just make it really trivial here. Magic instead. No, I'm still gonna put Wong left, man. I don't know. We might decide to Magic mid. I don't know if it really helps us though. Mystique would probably be the best draw next. Like just put Wong Mystique here. Pop off of that Sage and do an Iron Man on 5 kind of thing. Ooh, Hela can get very, very big. Also, it's kind of bad for Sage sometimes because... Yeah, let's extend the length of this game for sure. I need more time to find things. We're not ever going to get a Mystique, of course, if I do this. But Mystique Iron Man is also insane, so it's not a big problem just now. Let's see what's up here. Opponent is not really going to Nexus yet. They're going to try to fill up elsewhere and use Hela to load up the Nexus. Which is certainly a good plan. You know, get like 40 plus power there or whatever. Do I do this? I mean, I still have time for Iron Man, Mystique, Sage. So I don't think I do that yet. I think we wait. Let's just do Morph here, see what we find. Get like an Infinite or something. A little bonus never hurts. Death is cool. There was a risk of discard there. If I hit Swordmaster, I might have been a little cooked, actually. I don't know. That might have been a bad idea. There's some risk on that for sure. I don't know if that was worth the risk. I mean, it does make Taskmaster really insane. Does it make Taskmaster bigger than Sage? We're going to have Iron Man, Mystique. I mean... Oh no, this is Ravonna, not Death. Oh, never mind. It does not make him insane. Yeah, I mean, we don't expect Hela to be disruptive, so this is just a question about how big of a number can we get. We're gonna lose priority still, because we're only gonna have 4, so that's good, because any bodies they have will be here. We're gonna have like 12, 20, maybe a 9. If I'm them, I'm probably putting the Hela in there too, to be honest. Death. Blink is good. Blink hits Swordmaster. I mean, you have to trust that Sage is enough, right? Oh, they're just cooked. Yeah, okay. I mean, honestly, it might have been safer to go for Jane. It's like 2244. 44 doesn't seem big enough, though. No, I think you got to get bigger than Jane. Well, this is a pretty bad hand. I mean, Mr. Negative makes it okay. You kind of have to keep like a Sage or a Gore in the deck, though. Like Mystique and Morph are not really the guys, you know? They're not the guys. Okay. I mean, if we're gonna draw, like we said, we're gonna draw one of the. We want to see the good guys, though. Oh God. Wow, we don't even have a Morph here to do this. I need a home run off expansion. We just beat Hela with like a perfect game, and now we're seeing the side of it with a bad game, right? Like I need this to discard their Hela or something. I need this to be Mr. Negative. Like it's Leech. Oh, Leech! Leech might be insane. Sadly for me, I have no other plays, but Leech is kind of cool, right? Maybe Hela's not in hand, though. They didn't retreat immediately. Adam Warlock. Somehow we actually deny the draw there. Okay, cool. Thank you, Wall. Grand Central could be amazing for us, right? I'm thinking about, like... Oh, my God. This is kind of cool, too. If I get Sage here, dude, forget it. If I get, you know, Taskmaster or Iron Man, I guess we're really sad. But I'm maybe setting up to win elsewhere. I mean, how much energy is this? It's +4. The next turn I have 10 energy. I mean, that still doesn't really win. Like Iron Man, Jane's okay. You're kind of relying on like a Sage hit here, I guess, right? It's probably impossible otherwise. You're really digging. There's no target. So the Jubilee did not hit? Doesn't that mean Hela's in hand? Come on, Sage. One time Sage. It's not even that good. There's a lot of 2s on board, but come on, we need something here. 4 would also be okay. The Taskmaster is by far the worst result. Useless. Well, okay. Now we need Morph. Morph! Morph! Bro. I mean, like, technically this holds, right? But not really. Do you ever win a tiebreaker with Iron Man? Like, if they just decide to go, like, Hela mid? Oh, you can't play both of these, though. You have to do this. 26-8. There's, like, no way, right? Well, they're not even playing Hela. They're going to be playing, like, It's not death. There's just gonna be like 2 3-drops, right? Like I think it's like a 3-drop here and a 3-drop here. I don't think it's possible to win. I think we had to, like we said, we had to hit. Pretty sad game, dude. Like, I think the leech gave us an out, even though we had the worst draw. But this, you know, this is the two sides of negative, right? You have hella games where you just win because you just dominate everything they're thinking about doing, and then you have games where you lose because you know, that's how it goes. Okay, great opening hand. Only one negative flip card we care about a lot, right? We still have Mystique, Iron Man, Taskmaster, Sage. Now we'll draw all those, of course, before then, but you know, we'll do our best. Morph. Okay, Morph's one of the better ones if we're gonna hit a 0, because he's not really, you know, the flip is just about the discount on Morph. The flip doesn't really help his stats, of course. So that's good news. We don't really want Orcus Forge in hand in case we hit Jane, because Jane, you know, needs hand space. So let's go ahead and go negative here. Still pretty okay for a Sage. There's 2 2s, but you know, negative can create a nice little buff there. Oh, that's actually fine. Yeah, that's cool. So we need Jane. Psylocke is unfortunately pretty bad. I guess we'll just get in the Wong now while we can, since it's expensive. Wong Mystique is also a decent setup here too. Malekith is making me think we're gonna see some like you know, Luke Cage hazmat type stuff, which makes Iron Man a little bit of a liability. So I think Wong Mystique in particular is the way to go here. With only Sage is the big payoff here. I wonder if you could go Morph, but we don't have a Luke Cage, so we want to be careful. We don't want to hit the wrong stuff. So maybe we'll just go for energy ramp here. It doesn't really help us though, because even if we draw Jane or Taskmaster, like everything's kind of free anyway. So maybe we'll just go for Sentinels for an extra body. This is 7 though, I guess. I mean, I guess to play both of these, it is worth it. Yeah. I don't know. We really need to hit Sage. We also need to have a Taskmaster both, but we obviously can't have both. So a little bit of a pickle there. I mean, Sage can 100% carry mid. Even though there's currently only 3 stats there. The opponent does have priority, but some of this is end of game, so that definitely won't pop out. You know, yeah, let's get the Sage and then go from there. Without Sage, boy, I don't even know. Oh, opponent's just done, dude. Nice. They're scared. They didn't even get to see the Morph. Morph, you know, technically could hit a Luke Cage, but very unlikely. Probably played it already. Agamotto for the opponent gives Morph a good target potentially. Ooh, good start if we can find the negative, man. Really good start if we can find the negative. I guess we'll rely on a Morph if not. I like the idea that the Morph here could steal the opponent's Mr. Negative. How fun is that? Ooh, we might be able to force Sanctum actually. Fill here and then just like, I don't know, play a Jane there or something. Go to 12 mid. Negatives, I mean, excuse me, Wong's a good follow-up anyway right now. Oh, they're taking a risk, dude. That might be a small card mid. Oh, they don't even get one. They might have a way to get there otherwise though. Let's see what this turns into though. Cause some certain chaos. It's good for Sage actually, or Gore. Good for Gore too. Yeah, we'll go ahead and cheat the Wong here. Next turn might be a pass. I don't know, man. I can't play negative right if I draw it, and I guess I can technically play it left still, but it doesn't always give us a good chance to win Sanctum. Like we said, it would technically be +2 mid if it rolled mid, but it has a chance to roll right, which again kind of cooks you. So I don't know. The Wong in this particular location alignment sort of makes negative weird. I guess if you assume a tiebreaker, you're still pretty okay with negative, because you know negative gives you an insane tiebreaker play. Not a problem anyway. All right, let's rip it, dude. Let's see. I don't know. I want White Tiger for some insane reason. Bolts of Bolthak. And Zabu. Big werewolf. Werewolf's getting really big. Grapple Arrow. Well, oh my god, we did hit a Sage. Which gives us the guaranteed Ravona, but can Gore win? Oh, actually, we might like... How big is... Oh, this is a pretty tiny Sage, actually. It might get bigger depending on the opponent's ending scenario, but it might hold. I don't know. Throne Room is, you know, it might hold, and then Ravona holds mid maybe, and then you hope Gore holds left. Very unlikely all that actually works out, but we're gonna try. Frigga is a new number, so that's good. We got 3, 4, I mean, if werewolf stays, werewolf is gonna stay. That's certainly another new number. But oh no, that hit a 2. It was another new number, bro. Come on. It's a really good chance that was gonna be another new number, man. So she's 20 and werewolf is 13. Like, that's definitely holding, right? Plus, they can't even bounce the werewolf anymore. I don't know if the gore holds, but I think the sage holds. Oh, also, this is just bigger anyway. This is 40 right now. We have priority too. I don't know why I almost played that gore, bro. You guys are probably freaking out. Yeah, no, plan worked. I mean, we almost had an even bigger one too, is what's crazy. Yeah, nice. That was a cool little deck from the opponent, but setting up the Ant Maze win condition really helped, and you know, just playing our outs there. It was cool.